Italian Air Force C-27J Spartan. Well, what we're now going to see next is not fully aerobatic. It is very, very impressive indeed. On the runway from Lufttransportgeschwader, or Air Transport Wing 62 of the German Air Force at Wunstorf, is an aeroplane very familiar in these parts due to the presence of...
Demonstrating there what was called a max effort takeoff, which is accelerating to beyond the rotate speed and then accelerating a further 30 knots before lifting the nose wheel off into a max performance climb. Very useful, of course, when operating from airfields in what are known as contested environments where ground fire might be a risk. Yeah, absolutely. Another example of what is not just air show flying, but a tactical demonstration, and in this instance, protection of the aircraft from ground fire in contested areas. For 1100 shaft horsepower Europrop International TP400, 14 wheels and tyres, optimised to allow the aircraft to operate from unprepared strips at high weights. The A400 is sized between the C-130 Hercules and the Boeing C-17 Globemaster. However, it can carry significantly heavier loads than the C-130 and can use rough landing strips, as seen here with the very vast array of tyres.
For a pass designed to simulate a visual check of a simulated drop zone at a speed up to 285 knots.
The A400 has the ability to carry a 30-ton payload over 2,500 nautical miles to both established and remote civilian and military airfields, or by landing on short, unprepared and semi-prepared strips. The aircraft is also capable of operating at high levels of altitudes up to 40,000 feet, which underpins its enormous range. The A400M can also carry 116 passengers, or 9 aircraft pallets with 54 passengers, or 66 stretchers with a maximum payload of 37 tons.
Reaching a maximum bank angle of somewhere in the region of 60 or so degrees during this display, can attain a maximum of 120 degrees, which we've seen demonstrated by Airbus test pilots in the past.
We have, but I think we might see angle of bank up to about 90 degrees towards the end of this display. Very spirited from an aircraft
as a tanker. Now, hopefully, we're going to see the aircraft establishing itself in a typical airdrop configuration on the next pass, with the rear cargo ramp open and the door, slowing the aircraft to around 115 knots. And here's a demonstration of an impressive rate of climb, 35 degrees nose up. And just kissing the clouds. There's the steep bank, but invisible, unfortunately, to most of us.
What a shame.
Yes,
speed reaching.
Now, how about this for a landing approach? Setting the aircraft up in a steep descent, and we'll see a full stop landing aided by the powerful automatic brakes.
And you will also have heard an increase in the power there, but that was very deliberate because the props would have been turned into beta mode to provide reverse thrust.